Dealing with work-life balance as a high net worth individual, it's a challenge for many of us. But what do you do about it? If you want to maintain a certain level of professionalism, naturally you feel obligated to be at the beckoning call of so many people, your employees, your customers, shareholders, and things of that nature. Not to mention, you might have a family that's waiting on you at the home. So, what do you do about it? Now, I'm just going to talk about what I do about it. What I do is I have set amount of times where I work, another set amount of time when I'm playing. And when I'm working, I don't talk about playing. When I'm playing, I don't talk about work. However, I do what I call work life integration. For instance, how I solve the family thing is I employed my family. I'm a smart man in that way, right? So I employed my family. And what I did to employ my family, the reason why I employed my family, first of all, I didn't think that it was a good idea to have family working with you. But then I realized how awesome of a family I actually have. And I hired my wife, and I also hired my oldest son. Now, my youngest son is not yet employed by the company, but he's coming up on that next year. And because we work in the same industry, they are tremendously understanding because they are being exposed to the same information that I'm being exposed to. They understand. So a lot of the misunderstanding that comes from high net worth individuals and their family is because maybe one party, the breadwinner, is operating in an industry that the rest of the family has no idea of how much pressure or how much time and energy is required to run that business. We don't have those problems because me and my family and I are in the same industry. Okay. Now, their responsibility in the companies are not as high as mine. However, they are a little bit more or a lot more understanding. In fact, my family just doesn't bother me at all. And I think it's because from an early point in our relationship, I communicated to my family that I was going to go for a certain lifestyle and a certain goal, regardless of whatever they thought about it. And I know that might not sound very appealing, but it's true. I made sure that my family understood that I was going for a certain goal in life, that I was going for a certain dream in life, and that this was important to me because this is not just about money. This is about a mission. This is about my purpose, and I have to live my purpose. So, yeah, I employed my family. Another thing that I did to deal with work life balance is I design my work around my lifestyle instead of designing my lifestyle around my work. In fact, my work and my lifestyle are one and the same. And you should try that. If you are a high net worth individual and you are in an industry that is killing you on the inside, you might want to consider getting out of that industry or find somebody else to take your place so that you don't end up declining your own health because you are in an industry that's just making you feel horrible on the inside. So going back to designing my business around my lifestyle is I ask myself, how do I want to live? how do I want to live on a daily basis, on an average day? What do I want my average day to look like? And what I realized is I wanted my average day to look like freedom for the most part. And freedom for me meant, well, maybe in the middle of the day, I go for a hike. Maybe early in the morning, I go for a hike. Do I have time to go shopping in the middle of the day? Those things were very important to me. Do I have time to meditate in the middle of the day? Do I have time to eat the foods that I want to eat in the day? Those things were very important to me. So I started designing my business around the way I wanted to live. And I think a lot of people design their, the way they want to live around their business. They let their business lead and then they follow suit. For me, I made it to where my quality of life, the way I want to live is the most important thing. And now I'm going to set up a business that supports the way that I want to live. So think about that. Think about restructuring. You might be operating a very large company right now, and you might find it hard to, restructure your business around your lifestyle. But I want you to imagine that, and I know this is a weird thing to imagine, but imagine that you were on a sick bed and you couldn't continue anyway, and that your business had to function without you. Start thinking about it like that and ask yourself from that bed, how would you structure your company, or how would you want your company to be structured while you were on your deathbed so that it continued to make money for you while you work, play, you know, eat and slept, or in this case, healed. So really think about that. Think about how you want to structure your business around your lifestyle. And another thing, get really clear about your lifestyle. How do you want to live? For me, I'm very simple. I want to hike. I want to fish. I want to skateboard with my kids. Those things are very important to me. So that's how I design my lifestyle. Another thing I did to, have this work life integration or work life balance, if you will, is after a certain time of the day, I stop responding to text messages and phone calls. In fact, 99% of the time, and I've talked about this in other videos, 99% of the time, my phone is on do not disturb. That's right. If you call my phone, it will literally go to voicemail no matter what time of the day it is, because that's how I stay focused. That's how I stay on task. I'm a very popular person, especially on TikTok, and a lot of people have my phone numbers. And for me, if my phone is not on do not disturb, it's constantly going off. I can't function that way. And I feel like I'm being overwhelmed. So for me, I keep it on do not disturb. People call or text. I can respond to those calls or text messages when I get time. Other than that, my mind is focused on what's in front of me. And that brings up my next point, is to focus on what is in front of you. Don't worry about all of the stuff that could go wrong. I know a lot of high net worth individuals that are too paranoid. They're always thinking about what could go wrong. And I know that might sound like the healthiest thing to do so that you can be prepared if anything goes wrong. But just imagine the amount of time that you're squandering away in the present moment by worrying about a future that probably won't even come into fruition. So learn to be in the present moment. Learn to practice gratitude. Learn to take breaks. That's very important. A lot of times, you're led to believe that if you just work straight through the day, you'll get more done. But I found that if I take breaks and go for a walk or go shopping or, go hiking or go fishing, when I get back to my computer, I'm able to get things done in a more structured manner. I can execute because I'm thinking clearly. So do that. Make sure that you're taking time out for yourself. Make sure that you are putting your health first. Make sure that you are designing your business around your lifestyle and not the other way around, and make sure that you value the present moment. Structure everything around your lifestyle. Ask yourself, how do I want to live? I'm not saying go drink and party and, be disconnected from your business all day. Make it to where the people that, are that need to get in touch with you, make it to where those people can get through. But everybody else, man, just put all those people off. Okay. It's Robbie Cornelius always encouraging you to master your mind and make money online. Talk to you soon.